It's always a great way to start off a podcast, eh? Just cut off the music right in the fucking middle of the song when you're trying to lower the audio. But we're going to hop up and in on our sports plays of the day for March. What are we, 10th? March 10th? Friday, March 10th? March is flying by, too. Just as February flew by. But I don't have a whole lot of time to ramble on. It is Friday night. I got some stuff I got to do. Hasn't been a very good start to the day. We were on Michigan State. They were losers today. The Golden Gophers got the job done in the Big Ten. Conference tourney. Now, earlier on in the day, it was a noon fucking tip-off. Michigan got the fucking job done in overtime against Purdue. Fucking big win for the fucking program this year. That should definitely solidify us a half-decent, mid-range fucking ranking. Anywhere between 7 and 9. Hopefully we can get down to that 8-9 position, to be quite honest with you. To be quite honest. I don't think we can last too long. Maybe one round if we're ranked. If we get the number 9 slot, we're gonna get a fucking big dog in the second round, and it's not fucking gonna bode well for Michigan. Because we're an average. We're an above average fucking college basketball team. We're not the best. Not the best Michigan teams of all time. We got a lot of depth, which is nice, which is good, which is gonna be important for us come March Madness. But the weaker the opponent, the better for Michigan. Struggled on the road this year, but we've had some big games on the road this year. The boys have, one thing about Michigan is the kids have stepped up in big games. When the back's against the wall, the fucking kids have fucking shown some fucking kahunas and fucking stepped the fuck up. Unlike Michigan teams in the past that were probably more talented. But Michigan State did not get the job done. The Golden Gophers advance. Michigan State will still get in the conference tourney. They'll probably be ranked number 9 or 10. Just based on who they are and the Big Ten. It's a pretty strong conference. But let's jump on our fucking plays of the day today. Since we're talking about college basketball, we'll start with college basketball. Once again, there's just a fucking shitload of games on the board. A couple real nice fucking matchups like Duke, North Carolina tip-off at 7 o'clock tonight. Now, I don't have a play on that game. I'm not quite sure what's going to fucking happen. I say right now, if I had a gun to my head, you got to take the points with Duke. It's up to plus 4.5 right now. I wouldn't be shocked if this game goes down to the last shot. Obviously, we know the history between these two teams. But we'll hop on our plays. First game that kind of caught my eye for the late night, well, not late night games, but for the late games, since there were a bunch of afternoon games today. TCU, Iowa State tip-off, 7 o'clock. Iowa State laying 4.5 points right now. Total in this game is 144.5. I like the over in this game. Both these two clubs could put the fucking ball in the basket. They're familiar with the court and the sight lines by now. They've both played a game there. I like the over 144.5. Vanderbilt and Florida go at it in an SEC matchup. Florida right now is laying 5.5 points. I hopped on Vanderbilt at plus 6. In fact, I bought a point up to plus 7. So I'm riding Vanderbilt at plus 7 right now. We all know about Vandy's home court advantage. But it's really been their play on the fucking road this year. Let's see if I can fucking bring this up here. You guys don't have the Vandy fucking Florida? Quick preview? I was looking at it fucking earlier. There it is. Yeah, it's been the Commodores play on the road this year, man. 8-3 against the spread. 7-2 against the spread in conference play. 14-5 against the spread overall in the season for the Commodores. So they've taken that home court advantage, and they've played very well on the road. They've taken that momentum, continued it on the road. I wouldn't be shocked if Florida comes away with the fucking last shot win, maybe a 3, maybe a 4-point fucking win, but it's going to be a really close game. The Commodores are definitely a fucking live dog tonight at plus 190 on the money line. I know I'm going to be taking them on the money line tonight, but I like the plus 7. I really like the plus 7. The plus 5.5 still in play for me, to be honest with you. Buy a half a point, get it up to plus 6. But Vanderbilt and the Commodores come to play tonight against Florida. Now, California and Oregon, they go at it in the Pac-12 tourney tonight. Oregon's laying 8.5 points. Total's 126.5. I like the over 126.5. These two clubs played earlier this season. Total went over. It's going to be a close fucking game. Cal knocked off the Utah Utes last night. In somewhat of an upset. But that's typical Utah. So typical Utah. And Cal, you know, this is usually when Cal fucking, what's the phrase I'm looking for? This is when Cal fucking, fades away. You know what I mean? In situations like this. I don't want to touch the 8.5 though, but I like the over 126.5. I think both of these clubs can get over 130. It's not going to be pretty, but I think we're going to get there. Now Xavier, who I've been fucking ripping on for the last month and a half, they pulled off a big fucking upset of Butler last night. Now they go on to face Creighton. I was riding Providence last night, and Creighton beat down Providence. I thought Providence were the live dog. But Xavier turned out to be the live dog in the Big East. Now, it's 4.5 points right now. Creighton's laying 4.5. Total's 148. Wouldn't be shocked if this game goes over. I don't have a play on the over though, but I like Creighton at plus 5.5. Plus 4.5. In fact, I jumped on them earlier and got them at plus 5. But they're getting 4.5 points right now. Take the Musketeers at plus 4.5. Now UCLA, they got a big fucking matchup against Arizona. Now this is usually when Arizona fades away as well. Usually in March Madness, usually in the fucking tourney. Not so much in the conference tournament play. But UCLA, they're just a fucking free shooting, fucking bombing fucking machine of a team. I wouldn't be shocked if this game goes over as well. But I like UCLA. They're laying 2.5 points. Minus 145 on the money line. Take them on the money line if you just want to you don't want to worry about the fucking points. That's probably my safe play in this game. But I still like UCLA at minus 2.5. I think they get the job done against Arizona. Now in the NBA, a couple games have caught my eye. Golden State Warriors, they're in Minnesota to take on the T-Wolves. They're laying 5.5 points. Golden State hasn't been the same since Durant went down. Curry's cold. Klay Thompson can't quite carry it. Draymond Green doing too much talking. You know, they're just they're not on track. They're just a little off track. Are the Warriors? They'll get back on track. They will. It's a matter of time. But they're laying 5.5 points. Total's 214. I like the over. In fact, I jumped on it a little earlier at 215.5. It's down to 214 now. I still like the over. I think the T-Wolves are going to come to play tonight. I think they're going to want to score some points. They're going to be on TV. It's against Golden State Warriors, etc., etc. They got a pretty good squad themselves. They've been playing really good basketball as of late, too. So I think this game goes over 214. And we'll jump over to the frozen pond in hockey. I got one play over here in hockey that I've laid her down already with. Chicago Blackhawks, they're in Detroit, take on the Red Wings. The Red Wings are just sad right now. Just fucking sad. You know, their fucking glory run, their era is over. It is the start of a new era in Michigan for the Detroit Red Wings. They got a new building coming. They got a new fucking core of young players that are still kind of find their way. Their defense sucks. Their goaltending is average. But you gotta hand it to the Red Wings, man. What was it, 24, 25 straight fucking years in the fucking playoffs? That's unbelievable. Unbelievable in the NHL. Especially with all the changing and this and that and the rule changes and lockouts. The Red Wings always found a way to survive. But, you know, time catches up with everybody. The Chicago Blackhawks have been playing really good hockey lately. Patrick Kane's hot. Jonathan Toews is really hot. Corey Crawford's playing good goaltending. The defense, solid as usual. And they're fucking, their fucking role players just seem to fucking keep doing it. So I like the Blackhawks. I like the Blackhawks. Minus 150 on the money line tonight. Total in this game is 5.5 pucks. Got no say. But I'll take the Blackhawks at minus 150. I'll lay the juice with the Blackhawks tonight in the NHL. Now you can find my work on Twitter at kjohnstonmikedup. You can find my work on my website, kylejohnstonmikedup.wordpress.com. Remember, if you're not laying money down on the table, you're just not fucking winning.